Hello. So here we are, SX920, 920, not 900, 920, the brand new flagship. I say flagship, it's not. It kind of is flagship in its range because the SX is a separate product range from the Genos. Obviously, this has the speakers built in. It's got all the gubbins. It's even got 2 live control dials, which is nice to have. But it is a different beast to the SX900, very different beast in the sound, and the sound of this thing is huge. I keep saying it's huge. For a piano sample, that is. And we are in the rock and retro pop department today. So I thought today I would show you some of these new styles that are in the 900. Sorry, the 920. I have to get used to saying 920. Was there a program, Beverly Hills 920 or something? I don't know. I can't remember. But I'm going to have to remember it either way. So this is one of the new styles. And of course, depending on what you go into, there's 4 OTSs. Interesting. Variation D has this sort of break, so you can one, oh, 3, 4. Just all out rock that is. 70s hard rock. How many drums? What a sound! Oh my god, that's just like woo, and yeah, it sounds a bit rocky. So that's another popular, you know what that's for, don't you? Grunge rock. These rock styles have just got so much welly to them. I mean, that's this is a very different arranger to the 900. Very, very, very different. So much welly. It's a completely different, I keep saying this, very different sound to its predecessor. There's 101 songs, remarkably. I think it's an Aitken Waterman sort of styley, but it fits so many different types of songs. Again, just incredible. I haven't got any gripes of any of the content in this whatsoever. It's absolutely a sin what they've done. Ha ha ha. I had to say that, didn't I? 80s synth pop. I was working as a monster hit. We know that one as well. Another popular hit that you will know just by that simple phrase. When you run out of speed, what do? You just keep on running. Yeah, that's where we go. satisfaction from this. British Soul. Soft rock, not soul. Need to put my glasses on. Sometimes all I need is the, yeah, that's that one. 80s power rock. Where are we going with this one? Wow, 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 Don't even have to play anything with that one, do I? It's such an obvious style. Yeah, again, very, very obvious backing. Intro. Oh, listen to that, my lord. Honestly, they just get better and better and better. And that's when you play merrily. We roll along. Honestly, it's God. Let's try intro 2. Now, let me just see what else. It's shush. It's so usable. I truly am lost for words. It's an SX920. It's not a Genos 2. It's not even a Genos 1. It's an SX920. It's got so much incredible stuff in it. It really, I mean, I don't want to rock the boat. Now that sort of dum-de-dum-chi-dum-de-dum sort of style is so usable for so many different songs. just everything just works. The OTSs are what you would expect. There's an odd one or two that I personally wouldn't have gone with, but that's just me. Euro Disco. Now, if memory serves me, that's interesting, because the voice I would have opted, they've gone and put Hackbrett and humming together. Now, if I was going to go anywhere, I would have gone into percussion and gone for the new surprised they've gone with the Hackbrett, because that's the yeah, it would have gone with that, but if I'd have pressed the right note. But there you go. But they've gone with this. Maybe it's not such an obvious one, and that's why they've done it. Who knows? Actually, this one I did a registration for with a vocal. That one. The rhythm jiggies up a little bit more on C and D. That sort of disco-y ilk. You know the style, don't you? Do you know, I'm only into page 4 and 3 at the moment. Yeah, nice sort of da 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 da, and then you got Majesty Rock. Can't play the whole thing. You know the song, don't you? It's a killer. Right, edgy rock 80s. Another super rhythm. There are so many. We've had that one in the previous video. Yeah, 80s retro disco. Venus. this is a new style. Oh no, maybe not. No, maybe not. No. I thought it was a new one. It's very borderline. Haha. Funk icon. And that one just moves on into 2. Yeah, you know what that one is. It's a Prince of Stars, that is. Then we got 90s Latin rock ballad. I'm just blown away. I keep saying this. Now, you're maybe sitting there thinking, well, he's not actually bouncing up and down on the chair like he did with the Genos 2. I'll tell you for why. When Genos 2 appeared, Genos 2 was like somebody wiping the chalkboard clean and then putting a whole new formula on the board. I'd never heard anything like it from any other instrument. This is more of somebody's taking a photocopy of the chalkboard and put it on a smaller chalkboard, because it's the same content as in the Genos 2, just on a slightly smaller scale. The whole thing is like sort of been put on a boil wash, and it's sort of come down a little bit. And the 5, I must admit, 5 octaves is plenty for an instrument of this kind. If you wanted to do the big sort of orchestral stuff and put some timpanis a bit higher up and have keyboard splits, then you would need the 7 octaves. For general everyday sort of just sitting down and playing and enjoying music, this is the perfect size. 5 octaves is enough, because I can see what's going to happen. Somebody's going to go, well, it's only got 5 octaves and I don't want 5. We'll go buy a Genos then. But this is a completely different instrument from an operation point of view. It's the same instrument as the Genos, don't get me wrong. It sounds like a Genos, it plays like a Genos, and the styles are from Genos. The thing that you're going to buy this for, or you are going to look at this for, is maybe for the caravan, maybe for a grandchild or somebody who's learning to play, or maybe as a second instrument for you to take out and play for your friends instead of having to cart speakers and all that stuff that goes with the Genos. This has its own market, its own little group of players, let's say. And it's funny because I've always looked at these, and I'm being honest here, I've always looked at anything lesser than a Genos or the top of the range from any manufacturer as like a sidestep. It's never been good enough. It's had its charm, and it's done little sort of attempts at trying to be a big model. This does. This is not a sidestep in any way, shape or form. It's a slightly different way of thinking about a Genos, because it's 2 registration memories short of a picnic. Because it's only got the 8 again. I don't understand this. Why? If you're going to go with a format and you're going to do it, stick with either 8 across the entire range or 10 across the entire range. But to put 8 on here is a bit of a daft thing, because if you have got a registration that you want to use from a Genos, And don't get me wrong, some of them may not load correctly, but some do. I've tried it. I'm missing my 2 registrations, so I would have to then think, well, what do I do now? I'm not so sure. I say I'm happy with 8. I've always been happy with 8. I don't know why 10 came about really, because 10 to me is, I don't know actually. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking silly, but it's 2 that's missing on here. But that's it. That's all kind of what you. I mean, okay, you haven't got all the controls that you've got on a Genos to sit and move things live. And I do massively, and I don't joke you on this, miss the volume controls. That is one thing that I massively, massively miss. Whether they could have, I don't know. Excuse me. Where could they have put them? Because that's the other problem. Because these are taking up real estate. So, I don't know. Could they have put some speakers like Genos on brackets? But then it's the Genos. The idea of this is it's easy to pick up, shove under your arm and run. Not suggesting you go to your local music store and try to steal one of these. But you know what I mean? It's designed for you to easily transport. So having sliders and things that protrude maybe is the reason why it's kept minimal. I mean, these 2 things would be the only thing that would probably dig in your kidney as you run off. But other than that, it's very flat. So, I don't know. But I do really miss the volume controls because for instant ability to adjust sounds, having to press the mixer and then start fiddling on a screen isn't the same. Maybe they could have put something here under the screen like the old... Remember the old Tyros? Maybe something like that. Maybe 950 or 9 whatever is going to happen after this. Who knows? But looking at what we've actually got, not what we would like, what we've got is really good. Got to say that. I can't say against. Weight wise, it is a little bit. I could move it under one arm, but that one arm would ache when I got to the car. It is a little bit on the heavy side, but it's not massively heavy. I mean, it certainly isn't as heavy as moving a Genos and 2 speakers. So that's one thing to bear in mind. I'm just trying to think of any negative. I can't find any major negatives with it. It looks beautiful. I love this brushed black aluminium. Always have. I wish this was on the Genos. Because the Genos now actually looks a little bit on the cheap side because these buttons I also love. I've always liked the rubberized buttons because they feel like you've pushed a button. The plastic clicky ones, not so much, but I do like these because they're so textured. Anyway, I'm rambling on, so let me have a look, see what else we've got in here. Let's go to page 5. In fact, no, oh my God. We've got 9 pages in here. That's 90 styles in the rock and retro pop. That's nice. Analog ballad. Oh yes, this is one of my all-time favourites. And they've gone and put everything I wanted on one button: the rock guitar, the delay, the distortion. There's something in there. It's that. I'm hearing it as some sort of like noise. Now there's 3 voices on that. I'm not sure 3 voices were required because it's clear sweep, clear a club lead, and then your rock guitar. But all I need is the guitar. And the other thing you're going to notice is the guitars are massively improved versus the 900 because you didn't have any of that sort of sound with the 900, whereas with the 920 you've got this really great rocky, dirty guitar. That's a stupendous style, it really is. That would go in my favourites. 80s beat ballad. Yeah, that is absolutely spot on. 16-beat ballad. Yeah, you know what that one is. That's boy band ballad. Intro 3. Pop waltz. See, I was hoping for a piano there. I really not a harmonica. Harmonica. Actually, if I hold, that's better. That's that bright piano that I tuned up. It's a really good piano sound. Really, really, really is. It's so usable. What else have we got? What else have we got? We got Cool Beat, West Coast. There's I said to you, there's so much stuff. Yeah, the 70s French hit. 8-beat ballad. Honestly, my advice, go and find one of these. Sit down, make sure you've allocated yourself an hour, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks. No, a couple of hours, I would say, put to one side just to sit down and go through it, because there is so much more stuff in here than that you had in your SX900. The styles are very, very fresh, very new, very modern. And then on the flip side, if you want to go back and play some of the old stuff, it's in here as well. You've got all these sort of usual styles that you've come to love, but you've also got some of these nice, like I say, ethereal movies in here. It's one of those sort of timeless classics. All that sort of ilk. Fantasia, teen musical, movie horns. Let's have a see what else we've got. I am kind of surprised that they've not put Desert Adventure, but then again, I suppose that's what makes you buy a Genos 2, or the theme from Top Gun isn't in here. Again, makes you buy a Genos 2. And again, probably the voices. In fact, I know from the quick flick through that I had in the woodwind section, you've got these nice funky saxes. Okay, so you got those, but you don't have those. Can't even remember what they were called. The Celtic air flute and all the sort of new. You have weirdly got shakuhachi. And the bagpipe is still as awful as it ever has been. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about just generally as the instrument. I mean, who plays a bagpipe? Nay, which is what you say when somebody says to you, would you play the bagpipe? Dizzy, which is what happens when you blow the bagpipe too hard. Don't even ask what I'm going to say with Sheng. So we've got Sheng, and then we've got Ocarina. And then that instrument everybody played at school, the recorder. My recorder didn't sound like that. It sounded more like, in fact, it sounded like... That was me with my recorder at the time. So those wonderful flutes aren't in the SX. Don't even ask. It's the difference between spending a lot more money for the premium model than having the accessible everyday sort of instrument that you can sit down and just whatever, you know. So that's one thing you're going to notice is those voices and those styles are missing, but you've still got all the entertainer stuff. You've got the Latin, you've got the jazz, the big band, the dance, the rock, the pop, all that sort of side. The country and western has been massively improved. You'll be pleased to know. Main Street Cowboy, I've already shown you. Country songwriter. That was a minor intro, major intro. You got your variations and OTS. So that's all there. The country and western section is really very, very good. Nashville rock, country pop, what's not to like with that? Oh my god, it's just incredible. That's just dire. Honestly, little jokes, honestly. You can't really play that one without playing it because it's such a memorable phrase, but yeah, you know who it is. Ending. Do we get a drum ending? No, we don't. Oh, that's a shame. I could do like a big drum ending. Right, so that's country pop duo. yet again, another brilliant style. Foxtrot. Why is that in country and ballroom? I don't like those long drawn out, and it carries on and carries on. I just shoot the band because it should be da stomp. Nice short abrupt ending. I don't like those drawn out endings. They just kill me. Stop. No, stop. Shut. Honestly. So remember I said to you, if you do like big band or you like sort of swing or all that sort of jazz stuff, this is going to tick your box. It's got so much wonderful sort of stuff in there for swing and all that sort of jive. Intro 3. He needs to lie down. Oh, I tell you what, it's a bit of an intro, isn't it? Intro 2. Fancy piano fill. Let's see what the ending 3 is like for this one, because I do like the endings on the drone. Do you know what has happened at Yamaha? Listen to that end. I mean, that is just, it takes it to a new level. My God, I could listen to that 3 or 4 times without. Just try and listen to the piano section in this. Wow. I think that's what I'm going to call this keyboard. Wow. Country folk 8-bit, let's try There you go, just written a complete country hit within 2 seconds. And this is what makes this keyboard so enjoyable, because you sit down, within 10 minutes you've created something really great with minimal stress. Yep, that's another belter, country swing ballad. The number of stars in this is absolutely crazy. Why a harmonica? I don't. I want a piano. I want a piano. I want a nice. Another great style. Now this is where I go in and pick my favourite voice ever in electric guitar, page 3, second column, third one. I've got an arm itch. Oh, come on. I'm gonna disappear. It's another hour has gone. I already made an hour and 10 before, and this is just one of those keyboards that you are going to sit at and lose life. You literally are going to sit at it and think, "Oh my God, well, the wife or the other partner or whatever you've got as a second half will lose you." I mean, that's no bad thing, I'm sure, in many cases, but you will literally be locked away playing this for days without even recognising how much time has been dedicated. It's a phenomenally good instrument. Without sounding like a Yamaha fanboy, I can only say there is nothing that touches this. And I mean that wholeheartedly, having sat and played. In fact, you've seen what I've played on my video. All the other companies, nothing touches this at all. Not even comes and scratches the surface closely. Yeah, it's a phenomenally good product. It's something that you must go and have a look. If you've got an SX900, go and try this. It looks like your old one. In fact, you know what? I bet if you bought this, didn't tell your other half, waited till she went shopping, switch it over, pop it back on its stand, wait for them to come home, they wouldn't even know that you'd switched. Because it looks very, very, very similar. Apart from these little 3 buttons here, you probably wouldn't tell the difference. Not to a non-player anyway. Until you turned it on and then you go, hang on a minute, that sounds 100% better than the old one. So there you go. My advice, go and have a look at one. I don't know. It's a bit difficult, this, because when the Genos came out, I was late to the party because I only got it when you got it. I didn't have any sort of premium premiership sort of access. It arrived. Whereas this has been kindly loaned from Yamaha UK, and I've got to say a big thank you to them, because this has made my bank holiday weekend an absolute joy. It's lovely. It's nice to play. I can shove this in the conservatory downstairs. I'm down in the stair. I can put this in the conservatory downstairs and play it. Not disturb anybody. It hasn't got to be part of anything. It can just be put away when I've finished in a cupboard. It's the ideal instrument. It really is. So there you go. I would say I'm not a Yamaha fanboy. It's their fault. They make such great products. I just love them. If they made, then I would tell you as well. Like I say, my only gripe ever on anything with Yamaha is this thing that appeared that Korg used to have. In fact, Korg still has this as well. The modulation wheels were so much easier to operate, so much nicer to use, and they felt like they were in control. You could leave them in a position, so if I wanted to move my modulation wheel here, I could take my finger off and it would stay there. This thing, it's like an arcade machine. It really is. It shouldn't be on here. Well, anyway, that's just my only single one gripe. I can even accept the fact about the HDMI, because it doesn't have HDMI, which means you need to buy a £29 video converter. It's not a big problem. Connects to HDMI and sends a signal out like the old one did. Nothing's changed. Other than that, this 19, as I said to you, it's a 9.2 on the on my scale. Scale of loveliness, scale of easy to play, scale of creativeness, because when you sit at this, you are going to want to play and play and play and play. I'm going to leave it there. I will come back and do some of the departments, some of the style categories. I will do a walk through some of the voices as well, because it is a Genos, ultimately Genos 2. So you can't go wrong. I do like this brushed aluminium. I really do. I like it on the old one. I wish this were on Genos. I really do. I wish In fact, I'd happily let Genos be Genos 3 if they added this stainless steel coating, this sort of nice aluminium sort of finish to it. Don't want anything else. I believe it where it is. Just put me this nice coating on and call it Genos 3. Anyway, tell me what you think. I don't know when it's out. I have no idea. I've not been told. I just say this box was delivered this morning, and this is what was in it. So happy day. It's got to go back, so I can't keep it, unfortunately. But I do intend to get one, because it is a great secondary keyboard if you want to take it out and play somewhere, or you want to go and see friends and just have a bit of fun. It's portable. It really is very, very, very portable. Right, I'll see you guys later. Have a great afternoon. Tell me what you think. Do you like it? One thing I will ask, and please no idiots, because people will put, oh, it's the same keyboard. It's not the same keyboard. It isn't. You're either tone deaf or have a mentally challenged issue, but it's not the same keyboard. Look, it sounds vastly different. It may look the same, apart from these, but yeah, any stupid comments I just don't respond to, and ultimately you just get blocked. I delete them. So it's up to you. Right, I'll see you guys later. Have a great afternoon. Take care. Bye bye.